In this lecture, we are going to talk about what is PHP isSet method does. We know that PHP has a function isSet which allows us to check the null or empty values. So why do we need the isSet method? In this lecture, we'll talk about that. So we all know isSet function is used to check empty or null values. For example, here I'm going to create if statement, and in the expression I'm going to say isSet and specify the variable name. If this variable is set, or you can say is not empty, then this if statement is going to execute and echo this value. Now the question comes in, is there any isSet method to specify your own message to the user if the value or the variable is not exist? Yes, it is. isSet is a magic method that is invoked when isSet or empty check non-existed or inaccessible class property. This method is useful when working with class to check null or non-exist properties. So let's take a look at how to use this method in the real world examples. I'm going to just create here a class to understand this method. Let's say if I just create here a simple class, set class, I'm going to just create a new method in this class and specify name isSet. Now keep in mind, you need to specify double underscore prefix to this isSet method. You don't need to specify your own name to this method because this is predefined method in PHP. Now once you specify this double underscore and isSet, specify parentheses to indicate this is the method, and here if you want, you can specify argument. So I'm going to just create argument here name, and I'm going to just echo here error message non-existent property name. So if this property value is not exist, I'm going to execute and echo this message. Now let's take a look at how you can call this method. So I'm going to simply create an object of this class, and then I'm going to just call a simple isSet method. In this method, I'm going to call object property. Now as you can notice, I don't have this property in this class. So if this property is not exist in this class, it is going to call this isSet method and echo this value. So when you try to execute this program, it's going to echo this simple user-defined error message to the user. So if you have different properties in your class, you can check that using this argument. That's super easy, right? Using this method, you can develop your own error message if the property is not exist in the class. Now, there is nothing very special about this method, so this is a very short tutorial. So I hope you understand how to use this method in PHP program. If you like short videos like this, make sure to subscribe and like this video. I will see you in the next one.